Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Spirits of the Wild. Spirits of the Wild is a two-player only game from designer Nick Hayes and published by Mattel Games. This is able to be bought in Target, and we'll get back to that later. But in this game, what you're doing is you're taking on the role of, I don't actually know, Spirits of the Wild, and you're trying to collect different types of stones to represent constellations in the sky of different animals. Basically, it's a set collection game. You're trying to get different colored stones or patterns or one of every color to score the most points. But you got to be careful because there's a coyote that can come and make life a little bit difficult. So that's enough talking. Let's go down to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Spirits of the Wild all set up. This is a two-player only game, and this is how you would set up in a game. So you're going to give each player a player board. Each player is going to take the 6 identical cards. The first player is going to take 2 stones face down, which I've done here. You're going to shuffle the spirit power cards, put them into 2 stacks of 3, draw 4 stones out of the bag, and place the wolf off to the side because he will be moving later. All right, now the game is going to start. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to take the action of one of your cards that's face up here. So you're going to take it and you're going to flip it face down. So I'm going to do this. Add 2 stones, take 1. So I'm going to reach in the bag. I'm going to add 2 stones to the bowl, and I'm going to take 1. All right, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to collect stones to score points from my board. For example, the owl needs to have same colored pairs, 5 points each. So if I can get, or 3 points each. So I can get up to 9 points for that. The rabbit needs 3 different colors. The beaver needs a 3 of a kind and a same colored pair. Salmon, I want to have one of all 6 colors. The turtle, all 1 color. And there's also a space for power stones, which we'll get into. So I get to take 1 stone. So let's do blue. I'm going to take blue. And I'm going to start with the owl. And then that's my turn. Then it's going to go to the other player's turn. They're going to do the same thing. But they're going to add 3 stones and move the coyote. So they're going to take 3 stones out of the bag. Ooh, all right. And they're going to give me the coyote, and they're going to put the coyote on my owl. Now I can no longer put any stones in the owl section until I move the coyote. All right, then it's my turn. I'll take 1 stone. So I'll take 1 stone, and let me put this on the right side, and I will take a white, and we'll start with the salmon. All right, then it's their turn. They're going to take 2 stones, and I'll flip that over, and then they will take blue and green, and they'll try to start on the salmon so they can get some points. All right, then it's back to me. I'm going to take 1 stone, and now I'm able to move, because I've played both of these cards, I'm able to move the fox over to their board, and I can take, 1 stone, and I will take a yellow, put it right there. All right, then it's back to the other player's turn. They're going to add 2 stones and take 1. All right, and they will take, let's start 3 different colors. Let's do this one. All right, then back to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spirit power, and I'm going to recover my cards. What that means is when you do that, you have to have 3 or more cards used. I will flip all these cards over so I can use them again. This card doesn't flip. And then I can use one of these powers here. So I can add 4 stones, take 1, or take 1 stone and take another turn. I think I'm going to use the take 1 stone, take another turn. And I will take purple. And then this one goes to the bottom. And now I get to take another turn, so I can play another card. And I will add 2 stones and take 1. All right, so I will take a blue. And that is my turn. All right. Then back to that player's turn. They are going to just take 1 stone. Put them on the wrong side. I always do that. And then they want to take this stone right here, and then I'll put it on the rabbit. All right. That's back to me. I need to draw some this, so I will. Man, I don't want to do that. I'll add 3 stones and I'll move Coyote, and I'm going to move the Coyote up to the rabbit. And I'll add 3 stones to the bowl. All right, so there's 3 wild stones in here. If at any point there's 5 tokens, 5 of those out, the game immediately ends. So we need to be careful with that. And then now it's their turn because I don't get to take any. So they're going to take 1. They're going to take 1 stone. That lets them move this over to me, and they're going to put it on the salmon. And they will take a white because they're trying to get all the colors. All right, then back to me. I'll take 2 stones. And I will get 3 different colors. So let's try to do that. So that, I don't need white anymore. And done. All right, then back to the other player. They don't have any choice. They're going to flip all their cards and take a power. Okay, and they will add 4 stones, take 1, take 1 stone from board and add to bowl, take 2 stones. So they'll add 4 stones and take 1, but this is risky, could end the game. All right, not so much, not this one. All right, and they'll take 1. So they need a purple. So they'll take a purple, put it on their salmon. All right, and then this goes to the bottom. All right, and then it's back to me. And I am going to go ahead and take 1 stone. And I'll take this. Okay, and it's back to that player. They're going to take 2 stones. So they'll take 2 stones. So they need a yellow for this. And they need a green for here. That's really good for them. All right, then back to me. I will take 1 stone. And I'm going to take a wild. But first I get to move this. So I'll move that to here. Now I'm going to take a wild. What happens here is I'm locking in my points for the rabbit. Now I'm going to get 6 points, but because I put this here, I'm also going to double those points. So I have 12 points for the rabbit, which is good. But if I would have locked it in here, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't get any points because you have to have 3 colors. But up here I could lock it in and I would get 6 points, but I don't want to do that because I want to get maximum points. So that's why I did that. All right, then it's the other player's turn. They're going to add 2 and take 1. And they will take, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to lock in the rabbit. All right, then it's my turn. I have to flip cards. And then I'm going to take 2 stones from bag. Ooh, that sounds good. Take 1 stone from, no, I'll take 2 stones from the bag. That works. Blue and green, oh, sweet. And we'll put those right there. That was my power. Ram is gone. Now it's the other player's turn. And they're going to add 3 stones and move the coyote, and they want to move the coyote down to here. So add 3 stones. Okay. Then it's back to me. I'm going to take 2 stones. I'm going to get another pair. So here's some orange. Okay, then it's back to that player. They're going to take a stone. What color do they need over there? They have yellow, they have white, they have blue. They're just going to lock in those points actually. So they're done with that. They're going to just do that. And then I'm going to add 3 and move that. So we will block off the turtle. Add 3. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 wild stones out. 1 more, game is over. All right, their turn. They'll take 1. They're going to start something else. What's the beaver need? 3 of a kind and the same colored pair. So they'll start with this. They'll go here with 1 stone. All right, and then I will add 2 and take 1. And I am going to take the orange, and that will complete my salmon, which is pretty awesome. All right. And then that's how the game's going to keep going. So they're going to refresh, do all that thing, and you're going to keep going until there's one more. Oh, I guess there are enough now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the game will be over at this point. So then what you're going to do is you're going to add up the points. You're going to look at all the scoring. So I have 3 pairs each, 3 points for each pair, so that's 6. This will be 6 times 2, so that's 12, that's 18. This is 13, so that's 31 points for me. Then they do the same. Whoever has the most points is the winner. If there's a tie, what's the tie? The player with the Coyote wins the tie. So if we had tied in points, they would win. And that's how you play Spirits of the Wild. Let's go up the top, see what they think about it. All right, well, that was Spirits of the Wild. So first off, let me talk about this game being a big box game only. So this was Target for a while, Target exclusive for a while. I'm not sure if it still is. It was a couple years ago. This is from Mattel Games. I don't know what other games they make, but for this being a mass market game and from a publisher that's not known for making quality board games, this is fantastic. Let's look at some of these components. It came with this awesome little bowl. This bowl, really nice plastic. These stones are really cool. They have some texture on the top. I don't know how well you can see it, but it has some texture on the top, and it's round so it fits in the board. These player boards are incredible. They have holes where everything goes. They just look really nice. They tell you the scoring. The way the card system works is fantastic. The insert, that's not necessary. Has an awesome insert that works, fits everything perfectly. $20. This game, I don't even think this game was $20. You get all that in this box for $20. Not deluxe, regular. That's amazing. So production and components, top notch. Now let's talk about the gameplay. So this is a simple little card playing drafting game kind of, because you're trying to get marbles, not marbles, but the stones that you want to score the points. So you're trying to collect the stones and build sets that you need to score the most points, but you're trying also not to put too many stones in the bowl, because if too many of these clear stones come out, the game ends immediately. So there's a little bit of, I can use what's out there so I don't fill the bowl, but then eventually you got to refresh your cards, and some of the powers that you're going to have to take from the spirits are going to make you refresh the bowl. And yeah, it's a nice little tug of war with your opponent on who's going to fill the bowl, who's going to end the game first, and I'm trying to get more points than you before you end the game. It's really good. It's not difficult. It's super easy to play. The rule book is like 3 pages or something, front and back. Super easy. Breaks down all the cards even. It's incredible. Everything about this game is just great. I like it so much. Highly underrated 2-player game. And if you haven't taken a look at it, you definitely should. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Spirits of the Wild from Mattel Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.